The conceptions that you have of yourself are locked in what is called the subconscious mind.
Definitely go listen to the rest of that, but what he is saying is so true. Everything that we believe about ourselves is locked in our subconscious mind, but it got there through the conscious mind, through the programming that we heard consistently on a daily basis, through our friends, our family, our church, our peers, people around us, schools, churches, religions, all these other things. Everything that we were surrounded by, our environment, is what created these concepts and these conceptions that was locked and stored away in our subconscious mind from a very young age. So now, as we are growing up and as we are older and we are trying to achieve things and do things and get things done, we find it a lot difficult to do so. We find that we're stuck in the same rut. We find that we're stuck in the same cycle, in the same patterns, doing the same things, hanging with the same type of people, maybe different faces, same situations. And that's because everything that happens and everything that's occurring to us is coming from our subconscious mind. Everything that the conscious mind has fed the subconscious, and then the subconscious then creates our reality based off of that. And then in the video, he then goes on to say that our subconscious mind actually listens to the conscious mind, and that whilst the subconscious mind is the creator, it is subject and basically subservient to the conscious mind. So if we want something to change, we have to change it from the conscious mind to the subconscious mind and then create a new program. The ironic part of it is that because the subconscious mind is creating our experiences and it's creating our reality, that gets fed back into our conscious mind. And so we end up being in this loop and we end up constantly recreating the same cycles and the same situations over and over and over again. And we're stuck in that loop. So we have to break the cycle. And the first step is to be aware. The first step is to understand that we're not happy with how things are. We're not happy with our situations. We're not happy with our life, with our lifestyle. And we want things to be different. When you have that awareness, you now have the tools, or you now have the understanding to now say, okay, so what is the next step for me to break this cycle, to break this pattern, and to come out of this loop? And that is when you have to learn to reprogram the subconscious mind. So here's the thing. If you're caught in a cycle and if you're caught in a loop where the conscious mind feeds back to the subconscious mind, and then the subconscious mind creates the reality that then feeds back to the conscious mind, and so on and so forth. If you know that the subconscious mind is the creator, the subconscious mind is what creates our experience, what creates our reality, what creates everything. We have to target the subconscious mind. There's no point targeting the conscious mind, because if we try and target the conscious mind, the subconscious mind is going to be still feeding that programming that we had before. So now what will happen is that our conscious mind will be in a constant battle phase where it's like we're trying to force and feed a new program to the subconscious, but yet the subconscious is saying it's still running on the old program. And then we get disheartened because we're like, it's not working. And so we end up falling back into the old patterns and the old loops. So what can we do? One method that I found that is really, really effective and really, really easy and takes like no time at all is subliminals. You can find these on like YouTube and you can find them online and whatnot. But sometimes you don't necessarily trust what's out there. Some people do have good intentions and that's really great. But not everybody, like you can never be too sure. So subliminals are very easy for you to make yourself, and essentially what they are is they are affirmations that are played on repeat, that you can just play in the background, you can play before you go to bed, and they bypass the conscious mind and speak straight to the subconscious mind. The number one reason why I really like the fact that you can make your own is that you can use your own voice. So when you use your own voice, it's sort of like you're tricking the subconscious mind to think that it's the conscious mind that's talking to it, if that makes sense, because you're using your own voice, so it's more effective. Whereas with other people, it could work too, but there's just something so powerful about using your own voice. And on top of that, you have control, like you know what's going in it, you know what's happening and things like that. They're very easy to make, but if you do need some assistance, I have a couple tutorials on my page that you can check out. And I also have a ebook guide that list like how you can create affirmations, how you can use the editing softwares to make your own, and things like that. And what you do is, once you have the subliminals, you literally play it on loop, over and over and over again for like 30 days to 90 days, however long that you can play it for. And that is how you begin to reprogram your subconscious mind. When you do that, you will start to see your environment change. You will start to see your lifestyle change. You will start to then feed back to the conscious mind. So whatever the subconscious mind creates will then feed back to the conscious mind. And then now you're on a new cycle and a new path and a new loop that you just continue to play and play and play until, you decide that, okay, now I want to create something else and I want to do something else. So definitely give it a try. Create some subliminals. If you need some assistance, message me and I'd love to help. And like I say, you can grab an ebook. It's called Mind Mastery, How to Harness the Power of Your Subconscious Mind. And it's literally going to teach you how you can create your own subliminal affirmations. So do it. Let me know how it goes. And I wish you the best of luck.